Hello my darlings, I hope you're all doing very well. I hope you are sitting comfortably, you are cozy and you have your snacks and your beverages at the ready. Is anyone else super excited that autumn is coming for the northern hemisphere? We have got a couple more months. I'm getting far too excited far too early, but oh god. But the months of thick blankets, cozy smelling candles, Gilmore Girls. Oh my gosh, it's all coming round so quickly this year and I'm getting so excited. Anyway, in today's video, I am of course doing a Tattoo Enthusiast reacts to tattoo TikToks. This is my absolute favorite series to do. This is your favorite series to watch. Every one of these is always so different and I'm always very excited to film these videos. My TikTok for you page, I don't know why I tell you every single one of these, but I like to let people know what I'm watching. Okay, but in the minute, real estate stuff is coming up for me a lot, like a lot. I'm gonna put in an intro to my favorite real estate TikTok of all time. Like the first time I watched this, I was crying of laughter. I am so sad because the TikTok I'm on about has been deleted. So I will play you one that's kind of similar from the same person. But the one that I was talking about, this person just like slams herself into the top of a garage, slides down, and then says, "I've got a home for you." It's so funny and I'm so sad that I can't show you it. But the intro of this one gives you the same kind of vibe.
I have a townhome for you. This one is in Lyle. It has.
But now my For You page is just full of real estate stuff and I'm here for it.
Spain door! Spain door! Beautiful view of the house right there. Up we go, living room, show 'em. Guys, this is the master bedroom.
I'm so nosy. I love looking at like houses and I'm just like, oh, that 3 million house. I mean, yeah, I'm never gonna be able to buy that, but I'll watch it. Anyway, before we get into today's video, I'm super happy and excited to announce that this video is sponsored by Aura. Have you ever Googled yourself and were shocked to see that your personal information was exposed on those public listing sites? Now, of course, there is so much information about me online due to the nature of my job, and I'm okay with that. You know, you're allowed to know like my birthday and my star sign, but my super personal information I'm not okay with, and I don't think anyone would be okay with that either. I've always been super conscious of internet safety just because I am a child of the 90s. I grew up with the internet becoming more and more accessible, and over those years I have heard of so many horror stories. Even the most tech savvy people end up being scammed by very convincing scammers, because scammers are becoming way more craftier with how they get a hold of you. They truly do come up with some of the most believable stuff. Did you know that data brokers are making an absolute fortune selling your information to people like robocallers, scammers and spammers and anyone else that wants to know more information about you? This is how you end up with people ringing you in the middle of the day when you're just minding your own business, maybe watching your favorite TV show, in a business meeting, or just eating your favorite sandwich. Aura can identify brokers exposing your info and submit opt-out requests on your behalf. Brokers are legally required to remove your info if you ask them to, but they make it super hard to do so. So let Aura handle all of that for you. What I love about Aura is the fact that it has absolutely everything that you need to keep you safe online. Aura has stuff like parental control, an antivirus, a VPN, password management, and so much more. You get everything at one affordable price in all one place. So let Aura do the hard work of keeping you safe online so you can focus on other tasks with a peace of mind. Stop data brokers from exposing your info. Go to my sponsor aura.com/treacle to get your 14-day free trial and see if your personal information has been exposed online. That is aura.com/treacle to get your 14-day free trial. I just want to say thank you so much to Aura for sponsoring this video. Now let's see what the wild and wonderful side of tattoo TikTok has for us. Okay, we're ready? Sitting comfortably? You're cozy? Yes? Okay, great.
So
Would you get a tattoo at a festival? No.
To get a tattoo at Bauer. Let me get a video of what they all look like, the designs that are available.
Okay. They seem okay. Oh, I like the pizza one, that's cool. Oh my gosh, there's so many.
Will it get infected? Maybe. But I'm guessing these guys are willing to risk it.
For me personally, that I don't know what it is about being tattooed outside. I don't I don't want to. I mean, I don't like being outside, so that explains a lot. But it's just flies for me, honestly. I don't know. I just have the fear of a fly landing on a tattoo that's being done, like an open wound. It just... And also getting tattooed at a music festival where, I mean, this is Download, and Download is in England, and I don't think there was much sun over Download. I think it ended up getting flooded or something like that. But still, like, there's people drinking, and can you really take care of a new tattoo at a festival? How many people are being tattooed drunk here, which is something you shouldn't be doing because alcohol thins your blood, and it's just it's just not for me, okay? Let me know if you would, or have you. Man, someone left the faucet on. Huh? Crap, the light went out. Oh, I see what's happening here. I see. I see. The song, I will have to mute it because I think it's a copyrighted song. But the song is basically being like, I'm tatted up. And yeah, I think this kind of stems from the whole meme of when people get their first tattoo, they always like show it off and what have you, which is completely fine. I've been there. My first tattoo, I was like waving about like there's no one's business because I was like, oh my god, I finally have a tattoo. So I guess that's where this comes from. But yeah, try this next time your client is in pain. What is happening? Oh! Oh. Oh, that's funny. I mean, personally, depending on how close I am with the tattoo artist, because there's a few tattoo artists that I go to regularly, and if they pulled something like this for a TikTok, I personally wouldn't mind. But if it was a tattoo artist that I've never been tattooed before, and, you know, we don't have much of a, like, rapport going on, or, like, a jokey banter relationship going on, I'd find it a bit weird, personally. Like, if they just randomly kiss me on the cheek like that, I'd be like, ew. Please, no, let's not do that.
Home
My
from work
daughter
today,
tattooed her whole thigh in one session.
and my daughter done tattooed her entire thigh. Not like a little tattoo, like a real big one. This is the tattoo. I'm about to put it on here right now.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Wow.
Oh, self-taught.
That's really good.
Interesting. I mean, that is good. I will always give
Tattooed.
credit where credit is due. And
Easy.
I will say that is a good tattoo. Without a doubt. I'm not going to be like, oh my god, that's terrible because they're self-taught. You know, I obviously don't agree so much with self-taught tattoo artists because I personally think it's safer for them to learn from a mentor that has been tattooing for a while and has taken on an apprenticeship and all of that. But they clearly have a lot of talent there. But sometimes when people teach themselves how to tattoo, they pick up bad habits that just won't wash within a tattoo studio, and you kind of have to unlearn all of them and then learn it the proper way. So I will always say it's best to get an apprenticeship, and obviously that's not always viable. That's not always accessible to a lot of people because of whatever reason. But yeah, I hope they end up in a tattoo studio and they learn, you know, stuff. We are looking for sugar mamas. Oh. 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 Oh! This is good. Sign me up. Honestly, sign me up. This type of advertisement within a tattoo studio is 10 out of 10 for me. I very much enjoyed this TikTok.
So this is my first and only tattoo, and the artist never posted it on Instagram, so I assume he hates it.
No,
So this is my
but
first
it's
and
so
only
good.
tattoo,
Don't assume
and the artist
that.
never posted it on Instagram,
It's
so I assume he hates it.
beautiful. I have a video talking about this exact topic where people feel like the tattoo artists hate the tattoos that they have done on a client because they haven't posted it to Instagram. And there is so many factors as to why a tattoo artist will not post a tattoo on Instagram. Most of the time, it's because the photo quality is terrible. And getting a photo of a sleeve, especially something like that that's cohesive and a full sleeve, honestly, it's hard work trying to capture that. It takes some skill to take a photo of that. And if you're not a trained photographer or not been doing it for a while, you know, it's gonna be hard to take a photo. And even if they got a good capture of the tattoo, like you can see everything that's going on, well, there might be a glare on it, or the lighting might be off, or the photo isn't capturing the colours correctly. Like, there's so many reasons as to why an artist might not post a tattoo, but hating it is probably very, 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 very slim. I will leave a link down below to that video in case it's helpful to anyone else that's been in the situation. I've been in the situation where I've had a couple of tattoos and the artist hasn't posted it for whatever reason, but never, never, ever take it personally. And the thing is, as long as you like the tattoo, that's all that matters at the end of the day. Don't let social media take away from your love of this tattoo, especially when it's this freaking gorgeous. Point of view, you got your knee tattooed and it took 4 hours. What? I have to ask how and why this line work tattoo on a knee took 4 hours. My traditional knee tattoos, which with peace and love have a lot more things going on with them, you know, there's colour, there's shading, and my knees are also a little bit bigger than this person's as well. I've got fat knees, okay? And yeah, they took like 2 hours for each of them, not 2 hours for the both of them. So how has that even happened? Unless an apprentice did the tattoos or something like that, but 4 hours seems a very long time for that type of tattoo.
I've put about 10,000 on tattoos
Wow.
the past year.
In the past
Yeah.
year?
Yeah.
Whoa, now I know why you said it. That's insane.
I'm sorry?
$10,000?
Yeah.
Tattoos? None of them even have color.
This one has some color.
It's a little blue.
Just a little bit.
Oh,
You have a salt shaker?
oh my
Okay.
It's one of my
gosh.
favorites.
Why? $10,000 in the last year on tattoos.
I just kept getting them
Mood.
No why?
because they look.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Subjective, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. My dad isn't a big fan.
Ooh.
I don't
Oh,
have
dear.
any because I'm scared of needles and commitment. But I've always wanted a base stuff right here.
Do it.
Man, the needle.
$10,000 in a year on tattoos. Can anyone here beat that? Like, I couldn't. I think over 16 years, I'm at about £11,000, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I want to say around about 11, 12k. Over 16 years. Okay, I've been getting tattooed for 16 years, and you know that obviously includes some cover-ups and a blast over because I've had 2 sleeves on one arm. So I feel like that's fair, but 10k in a year, girl. Ooh, stencil peels. Wait, is it gonna end? How many? Holy moly! Oh my gosh! Wow. Okay, this is interesting to me. That's a lot of real estate for, you know, Pinterest tattoos, you know? Like, it's personally not for me. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. And I'm entitled to have a personally not for me, and you're entitled to your personally not for me, but this is personally not for me, okay? To use such prime real estate right there on a lot of little tattoos, I mean, I personally prefer bigger back tattoos that take up a lot more space. That's just what I like.
Did one of the dots just come off of my owl?
What the hell?
I've had this thing for 2 years.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Ew.
Ew, my hair.
How has that happened?
It's actually been 4 years, but why does it look like that?
Oh my god, I have never seen that ever. The only thing I can think of is maybe there was no, not even a spot would do that, surely. But it's like a perfect circle. It's like the body just rejected that one dot. I'm gonna look at the comments, see if there's any explanation. There's this comment from Faye Tattoos, who is a tattoo artist on TikTok, like I follow them. And they said, looks like a hair follicle got irritated and caused a scab on the skin. And when that got scratched off, it took ink with it. It's just weird how it looks like a gaping hole, even though it's tiny, but it looks like a hole. There's some other people saying that it could be a allergic reaction, but like normally when you have an allergic reaction to tattoo ink, it happens when the tattoo is new, not 4 years down the line, and in one tiny little spot there as well. So I feel like Faye's explanation makes a little bit more sense to me personally. I could be wrong. If you have any theories, then comment down below. My tattoo artist is giving me the rundown of the palm tattoo pain. Yep, I'm good, let's go. Them doing one line. My full life and all bad choices I've made flash before my eyes and tapping out. It's so good. It's so true. I know I've mentioned it so many times throughout this series, but this is It's literally so painful, and I respect anybody that has a palm tattoo and anyone that decides to tap out, because I fully understand.
The reason why conservative men don't like tattoos and piercings on women is because it's a clear indication that she's not a minor. When I read that line in a meme today, I laughed so hard because I remember being a stripper, and I knew if I wanted to be as efficient as possible, and I knew this because I tracked it, I journaled it. If I wanted to make the most money doing the least, get out of the club before midnight, I was going to dress up like a little girl, because I could count on conservative old men with conservative old men money to be attracted to a little girl. Yeah, pigtails, little plaid skirt, made me the most money. Now, when I finished my trade school training and I went into business for myself, I purposely got tattooed because I knew I don't want to deal with creepy grandpa type. Stay away, creepy grandpa. Stay away.
Oh boy, I feel like it is a number of reasons as to why men don't like alternative looking people. I definitely believe that we just watched it's one of them. But there's also people that just don't like tattoos and piercings, and I totally understand. I completely respect it, you know. But yeah, what this person just said, oh, it don't surprise me much at all. Point of view, you thought your tattoo meant love yourself first.
And what does that mean?
I don't know.
No. Oh, there can't be anything worse than that. Having a different language tattooed on you, and it doesn't mean what you want it to mean. I mean, I personally can't say much because I do have Mandarin language tattooed on me. I have love and hate. I got it 16 years ago before I knew any better as to why you probably shouldn't have a language tattooed on you that you don't speak. But I know for a fact that mine does say love and hate because I went to college with someone that spoke Mandarin and they confirmed that, you know, it does say what it's meant to say. But yeah, I would always double, triple, quadruple check any script tattoos, to be honest with you, whether it is in a language you speak or not, because you never know if the spelling's off or a different word has been used, because you got where, and sometimes that can get all very confusing.
Right, but then now we're at the point where it's size. You said you wanted to get a specific size. Now, after you put the stencil on, hey, listen, you're telling me you want another size. So what we have to do now is wipe the stencil off to put another one on. Do you see how that works?
Not really.
Okay, so man, this was it was a pleasure. Maybe we got off on the wrong foot today, and we should do this another day.
No, I'm sorry.
No, I think we should do this another day. I really think we should do this another day because I don't know. Are you under the influence or something?
No, it's just like how big do you think my hair is? I just want it.
Be honest with me. Have you been drinking or something like that? You drinking a little bit? It's okay if you are. You can be honest. Because you told me you wanted it that way. So now you want it smaller, correct?
Yes.
Yes, I see what you're saying. So I have to wipe it off now. Is that okay? Okay, awesome.
Okay, interesting. So there is obviously suspicions that this person has been drinking. If there was no suspicions of a client drinking and a tattoo artist is like, well, hang on, wait, so now you want it smaller? Well, yeah, you've got to allow that because like this is on their body forever. And if a tattoo client says, actually, can we do this a bit smaller? And you can do it because sometimes a tattoo, if you shrink it down, it's not going to be readable. So it looked like it was just a simple little cross behind this person's ear, so that could obviously be smaller. So you should 100% accommodate that for the client because, you know, it's on their body forever. They've got to be happy. I do hope that if this tattoo artist truly does suspect that this client is, you know, very heavily under the influence, that they didn't do the tattoo. You really should not be tattooing someone that is, you know, drunk. In my opinion, a decent tattoo artist would never tattoo a drunk person. She picked all of them straight out of the Flash book.
And just hear me out for a second.
I wouldn't say so. They just look like
and just hear me
traditional tattoos, and obviously with traditional tattoos a lot of imagery does get reused, like roses, butterflies and all of that. I'm a little bit in love. There seems to be quite a bit of symmetry going on. Well, especially up the top anyway. Like the chest area, there's like symmetry. No, I like their tattoos. I like them. Tattoo reveal. $1,000 tattoo. Stop it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I can't. I'm sorry. What? What? $1,000 for that. $1,000 for that. I'm sorry, with peace and love, in my personal opinion, this person has more money than sense, because you would not catch me spending $1,000 on a simple line work flower tattoo. I don't care who the artist is, okay? It could be freaking Britney Spears. There is not one person in this world that I like enough to give them $1,000 for a tattoo of that size, of that simplicity, you know. I mean, it's a gorgeous tattoo. It is pretty, but not $1,000 pretty, okay? Like, this has to be a joke, surely. Is this a joke? Am I being punked right now? $1,000. I just feel a bit uncomfortable. You know, I feel uncomfortable. Like, that's a bit icky. Like, who, what, where, when? I wonder if they said who the artist was. I'm actually very interested. Yeah, most people are like, my sleeve was $1,000. Oh my gosh. No, I don't think they say who the artist is, but $1,000. Obviously, this person was more than happy to spend $1,000, and at the end of the day, it's their life. They can do what they want with their money, you know. Like, if you want my personal advice, $1,000 for that is not, it's not okay. Okay, I'm just gonna say, like, $1,000, like, obviously artists are allowed to charge what they want, and if someone's willing to pay that, then that tattoo artist is laughing their way to the bank. But I feel like it's a little bit scammy, personally. You know, I think I would pay maximum for something like that, depending on the artist, depending on where in the world the artist is, you know, because cities are generally more expensive when it comes to being tattooed. If you go to a city, I think maximum $350, $400 maybe, maximum. Like, that's really pushing it. When you're a silly sticker sleeve girl now, but you used to be... Okay. Oh, not the pocket watch and the rose. Looks like lettuce. I mean, most rose tattoos do look like lettuces. As the queen of rose tattoos, I'm dubbing myself the queen of rose tattoos, just so you know. But as the queen of rose tattoos, I am fully aware that most of them end up looking like lettuces, unless you do get them in colour. So, like, this one probably looks a little bit lettucey, but this one maybe not so much just because of the red. But I feel like, do I want to say this? I feel like this person may have fallen into the trap of getting what is trendy within tattoos now, because they've gone for like the Pinterest sticker style tattoos, which is very trendy at the moment. But then, like, the pocket watch and the rose situation, I don't know, what, 5 years ago, that would have been pretty trendy. You know, most people would have gone for something like that. I recently made a video about tattoo regret, and but this is the type of tattoos and the type of person that was in that video. Am I making sense? Not to be mean or horrible, I'm sure, you know, they probably won't regret their tattoos going on, but let's revisit this person in like 5 years' time and see what's happening, you know? Just two people who have disappointed their family with tattoos staring at each other. Don't call me out like that. How dare you? Are they right though? I don't think I've disappointed my family as such with my tattoos. I just know they don't like tattoos. I am the only person with tattoos in my family. There's nobody else. It's just me. But you know what though? I took one for the team. Okay? And I said, you know what, guys? Don't worry about it. You don't have to go through all of this pain and the healing and the itchiness and trying to figure out what you want on your skin for your rest of your life. I will do it for you, okay? I am very charitable. But I don't think I've ever disappointed them as such. I think they more so understand it now that, you know, tattoos are basically my career at this point. You know, like, I talk about tattoos on YouTube 2 to 3 times a week. And that's, you know, how I pay my bills. So I think they understand it a little bit more now. But Yeah, there's been a few looks and a few, like, wow, how many tattoos have you got now kind of thing? Can you guys cover this up?
Oh, my bad.
Is that real? Is that real? It kind of looks real because it looks like it's got like the scarring, like around the eyebrow area. Is that real? Or is it, I can't tell. I normally can tell. But is this real? It looks scarred, so it looks real. I don't know. Is it real? Is it fake? I don't know. Oh, but if it's real, that's not...
Mother, there's that stereotype that Filipino moms don't like tattoos. What is your opinion about tattoos on your children?
It depends. I like tattoos, especially when it's beautiful. Look at her tattoos. It's all beautiful. It means something. This is me. This is Ollie. I don't like tattoos when it's done badly. Okay, Apple, show yours.
Oh!
Show it, don't be shy. It's like the thing when you spread the legs of a man. Oh, show.
It's a plane. I love content like this so much. Like this is the type of tattoo content I want to see all the freaking time.
I asked to see this old guy's tattoos, and this happened.
You said this one was
Hawaiian girl.
a Hawaiian girl. And then what's the other one?
My name down here.
It's a
Gil.
name.
Sorry to see it.
Yeah. Bill?
Gil.
Bill
G-I-L.
with a G.
And then mom and dad over here.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I'm gonna show you go honey.
Oh!
It's more. Hey, you hot as shit. Shit.
Oh, I love it. Oh. This man for sure has so many stories. I would love to talk to a bunch of older tattooed people and just have a conversation and know about their tattoos and like how was getting tattooed back when they got tattooed, because with peace and love these tattoos do look quite old. So, you know, they're probably what, 40, 50, 60-year-old tattoos right there, and that to me is freaking fascinating. So if you have like any grandparents that have tattoos or whatever and you know their tattoo story, oh my gosh, please share it down below.
Alright, and here is your drink. Who gets a sword tattoo? I would actually never ever get a sword tattoo. Do you like Legend of Zelda or something? It's actually a remembrance tattoo from my little brother who died when he was 8 from cancer. That's his initial. I will just take a drink. I will be right back. He might have been a dick, but he did tip me $40 on like a $30 check, so I accept the apology.
But this is a thing. I'm sure if you work in customer service and you have some tattoos that are visible, if you're wearing like a shirt or what have you, or a t-shirt, you have probably at some point been touched or grabbed by someone that just doesn't know personal space or boundaries. It happened to me quite a few times when I worked in retail. I will always remember this one time where I was walking through the department store that I was working in, and I was just walking, minding my own business, and someone grabbed my wrist to look at my tattoos, and I was just minding my own business, like they just grabbed me without even saying anything first. I'm just like, oh, can I help you? For the most part, there is never any ill intentions, but it's just a bit weird to grab someone to look at their skin. You know, if it was for anything else, it would be seen as very, very strange, right? Like, my tattoos are very much like an art gallery, okay? You can look at them, but don't touch. You're dating a tattoo artist, now you can get whatever cool design you want. I want a lion clock and a crown. Yeah, I would be annoyed too. I'm like, excuse me. Especially with what Jamie does. Like, Jamie does some really cool tattoos. I'd just be like, excuse me.
If y'all want me to be really honest, a lot of y'all are worried about how your tattoos are gonna look with your wedding dress because you got a bunch of fucking Pinterest tattoos that a 13-year-old drew in 2011 and put on Tumblr, and then somebody else ripped off to put on their mood board.
Oh.
That's why your tattoos look bad, because you got an ugly sleeve full of Friday the 13th tattoos. I'm so sorry to be the one to tell you, but we told you it wasn't gonna work out, and now look at your life.
Obviously, this isn't the case always, but I do feel like there's a little bit of truth behind that for some people. And I mean, someone's gonna say it, and their delivery was pretty good. Patchwork sleeve done in 5 1.5 hour sessions. Or is that 5.5 hour sessions? I'm so confused. But, what? Am I... this isn't a patchwork to me, honey. This is just a bunch of random tattoos dotted all over the place. Like, I don't want to gatekeep or sound like a bit of an arsehole with this, but, like, that's just a load of random tattoos. Well, I guess that is a patchwork at the end of the day. But to me, like, this is patchwork, okay? Like, am I a joke to you? Is this a joke to you? Like, the original meaning of patchwork, is this a joke? Oh boy. I'm gonna pause this to read this comment. You would be a quite attractive girl, even a potential wife and mother option to a high value man. Without all the tacky tramp stamps, anyway, I'm sure some man will eventually settle for you. I hate this whole high value man. Like, what the hell is a high value man? I'm sorry, just shut the hell up with that. It's such an Andrew Tate type of thing to say, and honestly, like, I don't want to be near any man who says that they are a high value man. Like, ew, ick, it's so gross. It just reads incel behavior, honestly.
Wow, my God. Well, the good news for me is that I am actually engaged.
Aww.
In fact, my high value fiance is actually that man up on stage in front of thousands of people.
Wow,
And the other
okay.
good news is that my very lovely, very successfully, heavily tattooed fiance finds me attractive just the way I am. Oh, look at me. By the way, I don't actually have a tramp stamp, but I do love tramp stamps, so I'm not opposed to getting one. I assume you might be a little religious from the way that you were speaking, so God bless you. And have a lovely day.
I don't think they're religious. I just think they stay in their mum's basement, to be honest with you. I also want to compliment their hair. Oh my God, that amount of volume and just like the style. Honey, yes, tell me your secrets. How did you manage that? But yeah, there is someone out there for absolutely everyone. You know, like, I'm not attractive to a big portion of the world, but there is at least one man that likes me. My boyfriend, Tom. We've been together 4 years. So that, you know, there's one person out there that's, you know, putting up with me. And it's the same for the, you know, high value man. I'm sure there is a lovely person out there suited to that high value man somewhere, you know? Just because this person or me or whoever isn't your cup of tea doesn't mean that they're going to be lonely forever or what have you.
This is my impression of a girl who's thinking about getting a tattoo. Oh my God, you have a tattoo? I'm actually thinking about getting a tattoo. I know. This is my impression of a girl who's thinking about getting a tattoo.
Oh, was that it?
Oh my God, you have a tattoo.
I thought there was going to be more to it. That's so embarrassing. I was just like, yeah, okay. What next? I don't get it. I don't personally get it myself. Am I missing something here? I don't know. I just thought there would be more. I'm really sad.
I got a white
remember
ink
this
face
person.
tattoo a month ago today, and this is how it's healed.
Oh, it's so gorgeous.
So a lot of people were saying that by now it would be yellow.
No, it's
or
pretty
it would
good.
have dropped out, it would be invisible, and honestly it looks pretty much the same as when it was done fresh. It's not quite as pure white, obviously, because my skin has healed, and you do have a layer of skin over the top of the tattoo, so it's more like a very faint olivey tan now, I guess. Because my skin exists. But I knew that was going to be that way. And I love it. I'll zoom right in. Got a couple of zips going on there, so excuse that.
It looks so
yeah,
good.
that's the update. That's what it looks like from a distance. I love it. It's exactly what I wanted.
I also love it. So I think I reacted to when they first got the tattoo. It might not have been my previous TikTok reaction video. It might have been, I don't remember. But anyway, it hasn't changed much at all, and I still very, very much like it. It's quite a subtle face tattoo. Like, it's noticeable, but it's not super in your face like a black face tattoo would be. So I'm all about the white ink face tattoo, and heck, I might even do one myself one day, you know? Like, it's very tempting.
I'm from New Jersey, but my mom's an immigrant from Bosnia, so my upbringing was a little different than everyone else's. Like, I didn't have the cool mom who let us drink in the house, you know? I had Svetlana. We didn't have Pop-Tarts in the pantry like all the other Americans. We had pig fat in the fridge.
Oh.
And it smelled. Also, my mom was really strict about drugs and alcohol, which is weird that she picked New Jersey to move to. Like, I feel like someone gave her the wrong directions from Ellis Island. She was like, I'm looking for a place with little drugs and alcohol. They were like, oh, honey, I know a place with a lot more than a little. Just west of the Hudson. She was always paranoid that I was doing drugs, though. Like, one time I took out $600 when I was in college, and she immediately calls me. She's like, why you take out cash? Are you doing drugs? I was like, no, Mom, I'm just going shopping with my friends. She goes, you think I'm stupid? You don't need cash for Zara. You are doing cocaine in New York with your friends. I was like, Mom, I'm not doing cocaine. I took out money to get a tattoo. Silence over the receiver. She goes, I would have rather you be doing heroin. You could have been so beautiful. Oh. Click. 8 a.m., by the way. That was an 8 a.m. phone call.
Imagine your mum saying they would prefer you to be on heroin than get a tattoo. Oh my gosh. I feel like that's morally not right. Like, I've seen some parents say, oh, you know, I'd rather you be this than have a tattoo or what have you, which is kind of silly. It's just a tattoo. But like, addicted to heroin? When heroin, like, ruins your life and stuff like that? Oh, come on. Okay, I'm going to look at one more for this video, and that one more will be Cheeseburger Dude. Okay, if you've been watching my previous TikTok reaction videos over the past couple of months, then you will know about Cheeseburger Dude. If you don't know about Cheeseburger Dude, there is this guy on TikTok that is getting a cheeseburger tattoo every month for the whole of this year. We are going to look at June's.
Hey guys. A little bit rainy, a little bit cloudy. It's a perfect day to go get a cheeseburger tattoo.
Hell yeah.
Let's go. For the June cheeseburger tattoo, I'm down here in Adel, Iowa at the private studio of Ace Wild.
Nice, it looks
now,
cool.
Ace is a legendary tattooer here in the Des Moines area, and I could not be more thrilled to have him join this awesome project. The studio's just covered in flash,
So
and he
cool.
did such an amazing job on this tattoo.
Ooh.
He went kind of off a different path and did kind of a porcelain style cheeseburger.
Ooh.
And mother of God, it looks good. Here's him doing some, and let's just see the final product. Come on, you didn't think I was just going to let you see the tattoo without popping in here to say a few words, did you? No. Just a few things. One, I really appreciate every single one of you guys for following along with this journey. It's so silly and fun. I've had a blast. The next 3 months of tattoos are going to be out of state. I'll be heading up to Minnesota, headed down to Kansas City, and over to Omaha for those the next 3 months worth of tattoos. And then October, November, December is going to be an absolute frickin' banger. I'm so excited for all of the tattoos.
I'm excited too.
Yeah, seriously, guys, thank you for watching. Go look at the tattoo. This is an absolutely gorgeous.
Oh my gosh, that's
cheeseburger
so
tattoo.
freaking cool.
Ace, thank you so much for inviting me into your studio and adding your
that's
wonderful
awesome.
art to this fun little cheeseburger project I'm doing. Guys, seriously, thank you so much for watching the videos, sharing them, and getting them out there. It's because of you guys that I'm doing this, so let's keep it rolling for July.
This whole series just goes to show that you can have one subject matter, which is a cheeseburger, and have it in so many different ways. And it just goes to show that you never, ever, ever need to copy someone else's tattoo or artwork, because there's just so many possibilities, and it's so cool, and I love this journey so much, and I'm very excited to see July's one. That hasn't been posted yet. I'm filming this on the 23rd of July, so Cheeseburger Dude normally does post them towards the very end of a month, so I will react to July's in my next TikTok video. Anyway, so that is it for today's video. I just want to say thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me. I truly do appreciate every single one of you so much. And yeah, that is it for today's video. I hope you all stay safe and well, and until my next video, bye.